Right now, Jaci Fischer joins us, and Jaci is from Bowman County High School, and she's going to be playing on the Lions basketball all-star games this summer, July 15th and 16th, and it's a Monday, Tuesday. The 15th, that Monday, will be at Bismarck High, and the 16th will be at Fargo Davies, and she'll be playing with Class Division A and B girls against Division AA. So thanks, Jaci, for joining us, and we want to talk about, of course, your future plans and everything, but first, we got to talk about the All-Star games here, the Lions All-Star basketball games. What does it mean to you to be on these teams?
For me, basketball has always been something I love, so it's been a goal of mine to be nominated for the team. And I think for me personally, it's just a way that I can honor all of the people who have helped me get to the point that I am. And I'm really excited to be able to play not only for myself, but for them and all the rest of the state.
Okay, good deal. What players are you excited to have on your team and be alongside with?
I honestly, reading the list, I didn't know many of the girls, so I'm really excited to meet them all and just kind of get to know them. It's super fun to be able to play with girls who have like the same competitive drive and just a love for basketball. So some of them I've played against in the state tournament, but still you don't really know much about them. And so I'm really excited to get to know a lot of them.
Okay, awesome. Your position is guard, so tell us, what do you like best about your position?
I think being guard, it's just a very versatile position because you can do so many things. You can shoot, you can drive, you can even be bringing the ball up the court. And I think that that's just a spot that has so many different options, and you can score a lot of ways out of it, but you can also look for your teammates on cuts and post-ups and kick out threes, and that's really fun.
Tell us some things that you learned from your coaches that you'll take with you, in this game here, and then, probably in the fall as well.
My coaches always kind of stress that there's no way that everything is going to be perfect in a game or in life, but it's okay to aim for that perfection. And it's just really important to set a good, high bar for yourself, because that's how you reach your goals. And it's okay to make those mistakes because that's how you learn and that's how you grow. And I think that's really important for just life in general too.
Give us your favorite sports memory of all time.
This is kind of a funny one, but my favorite sports memory has to be our pregame locker room line dance. And then we always did a team prayer circle before we went out on the court, and that's my favorite.
Okay, awesome. So where are you going to college this fall? What are you doing? What are you taking up?
I'm going to the University of Mary in Bismarck, and I'm going to major in exercise science, and then after getting my bachelor's degree, go into the physical therapy graduate program.
Okay. Give us some advice that that you can tell younger players, like elementary, middle school players going to be on varsity. What can you tell them to help them out?
I think it's just most important to play for you in a way that you honor yourself, that because it's the game you love. My coach always said that her favorite quote was, "Play for the little girl inside of you. Play for the ones that little girl that was so excited to play basketball," and just keep that excitement, because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're not going to have fun. You're not going to be successful. And I think that that's the most important, but also to know that it's okay to make mistakes on the court. It's okay to not have the perfect game, because that's when you're going to grow. And also just when you're hitting maybe a rough patch in your game in a shooting slump, or maybe you've gone on a few losses, don't give up on yourself or get down on yourself, but also rely on your teammates, because you're going to pick each other up.
Very good. Best class in high school?
I think my favorite class was probably biology. I really enjoy science, so being able to dissect things and use microscopes, I thought that was a lot of fun for me.
Okay, and Jaci, one more question before we let you go here. Give us your favorite pregame meal or song that gets you ready for the big game.
Well, the night before not every game, but my favorite pregame snack, or not snack, meal the night before was always my mom's lasagna. She made the best. And then at every game, our team would try all the popcorn. So that's another thing. And then I really like salad, so eating a big salad. And then I guess I'm not very superstitious, but I like to just take a moment before every game, kind of close my eyes and just mentally prepare for what I'm going to try to do out on the court.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks so much, Jaci. We appreciate that you joining us here, and thanks for the interview. And good luck in the basketball All-Star games this summer in July, and also good luck in your college as well.
Thank you so much.
Right now, Javin Friesz joins us, and Javin's at Flasher, Bulldog. And thanks, Javin, for joining us here. And Javin's on the All-Star basketball team, the Lions All-Star game. That'll be coming up July 15th and 16th. The 15th is in Bismarck, and the 16th is in Fargo. And Javin is on the A and B All-Stars. They're going to take on the AA All-Stars in July there. So thanks again, Javin, for joining us here. And before we we want to talk about what's all planned for Javin, what you got going on here. But tell us first, what does this mean to make the All-Star Lions basketball team?
It's something I've dreamt of since being little, watching it on the TV. Watching years past the guys on there, and always wanting to play in the Lions All-Star game, and now being able to be a part of it is something very special.
So what players are you excited to see and have on your team?
So junior year summer, we had an AAU team, and we were on Impact. And Bowden Duffield, Bishop Duffield, Dane Hagler, and Tyson Wick were all on that team. So I'm looking forward to reconnect with them guys and play again with them guys.
Okay, good deal. Give us maybe like what you like playing most about your position, because you're kind of a guard forward, right?
Yeah. I like being able to shoot the three ball and then work it inside as well. I play at all three levels. I love every aspect of the game.
Tell us what your coaches have told you throughout the years that'll help you coming up here in the future.
They've taught me a lot of hard work and leadership roles. They've helped me, become very vocal and open up. They've also taught me, which is something I've carried all throughout my basketball career, is have that next shot mentality. Whether you make the shot before or you airball it by a mile, I mean, you still got another opportunity. So don't let that get to your head and just keep shooting.
All right, good deal. Give us your favorite sports memory of all time.
I would have to go with scoring 2,000 points in the district tournament. I had dreamt of scoring 1,000 points, and to double that, it was surreal, and I'm so glad I was able to achieve that milestone.
All right, and so where's Javin? Where are you going to college? What do you got planned this fall?
I'm going to Dickinson State University. I am going to major in engineering, and I'm going to play football for the Blue Hawks as well. So,
give us some advice for young players that are watching that look up to you, and what can you tell them to help them in the elementary all the way up to being on varsity this year?
Play your own game. There's a bunch of little things you can get caught up in. People are going to hate on you, and there's going to be negative energy, but I mean, block that out. If you play your style, you'll be just fine. And another thing to add to that, whenever you get the chance, get a ball in your hands, go out on the driveway, get in the gym, just play the game and fall in love with it.
How about your best class in high school?
I'd have to go with welding class. It was definitely a fun class this senior year, and we all enjoyed welding, and the teacher was very great.
Okay, one more question here before we let you go, Javin. Talk about like maybe a favorite pregame meal or a song or something that gets you going for the game that's coming up.
So I'll touch on both of those. Pregame meal, I really love pasta. Mom always makes great pasta, so that was definitely a go-to, whether it was football or basketball. Definitely have some pasta. And then music. You got to throw a little bit of country in there. I know it sounds a little weird, but I like a little bit of country in my pregame mix. So,
all right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much, Javin. We appreciate it, and good luck in the All-Star game in July, and good luck in your future endeavors as well at Dickinson State and everything. So,
well, thank you.
On our 2024 Lions All-Star Basketball Player Profile Series, we're chatting with Rylee Satrom from MayPort-CG. Rylee, first of all, congratulations on being named to the Lions All-Star Basketball team. And what does it mean for you to be selected?
I mean, it's great. I mean, I grew up watching all the girls playing in the Lions game, and it's crazy to think that I'm a senior now, and being nominated to play in this game is just great.
I imagine time goes fast, and it's already here, this moment in your life. You mentioned that you got a chance to play with a lot of those players and against a lot of those players. Anyone in particular you're excited to have on your team this year?
I'm excited for Cindy Schwabe and Matea Mathern. I mean, this year we were able to play against them, and they're such great athletes, and I think it'll be really interesting to be on their team for once.
Yeah, two big games. Of course, kind of odd that Thompson was in an opposite class this year. And of course, you went up against Matea from Edgeley-Cullom-Montpelier in the state title game. And I imagine that might be your favorite sports memory of all time. But tell me if I'm wrong there.
No, yeah, that's definitely top. And it's crazy to think it went all by so fast. And that basketball season just flew by. And before you know it, softball's ending. But basketball state tournament was definitely such an experience.
Absolutely. And I know, Rylee, we got a chance to catch up after that state title win. Kind of talk about your future. Why don't you mention again what your plans are for the fall, where you intend to go, what you intend to study, that sort of thing.
This fall, I'm going to NDSU, and I intend to study nursing.
And what kind of led you down the path of nursing? What got you interested in that field?
My mom's a nurse, and I've been recently a CNA at our local nursing home. And so I really like the healthcare industry, so yeah.
Those kinds of science, anatomy classes, are those kind of some of your favorites at MayPort-CG?
Yes, they are. All the health classes I've taken at Mayport, and then the anatomy classes are all just my favorite.
Awesome. And you mentioned your plans for the fall, and I think they vary a little bit from what Raina, your twin sister, is going to be doing. But I imagine she might be a player that you might want to have one more game with. Is there anybody else, either past, present, could be MayPort-CG, could be another team that you'd love to have the opportunity to play one more game with?
Yeah, I would say Raina. I mean, I get to play this game with Reagan, but also with Mesa and Danica. I mean, us seniors this year really, really clicked, and just having one more game with them would be amazing.
You've had a lot of great coaches over the years. Of course, Stacey Hansen on the volleyball side, and of course, Keenan Konchak on the basketball court and on the softball diamond. What have you learned from them and the other coaches or program leaders that you grew up with, maybe when you were just starting to learn the game? What have you learned from them that you'll take with you the rest of your life?
This year, I would say more so this year, I learned that you have to play the game and enjoy it. Sports are enjoyable, and I would say that's the biggest thing, come in with a positive attitude and just try your best.
Good words there. And of course, every player has their unique methods of getting ready for a game, getting in that game time mode. Do you have any favorite pregame meals or music that goes on the playlist, or any traditions with you in your teams?
I would say the most traditional thing we do is we all go to our Mayville tea shop. It's called Corner Nutrition, and we all go get a tea. And then the major song we play every game for basketball is Unwritten.
Natasha Bedingfield. That's a classic. going back for that one. I love it. Rylee, again, we've got a chance to catch up with you throughout the year on various year live event broadcasts. Is there anything else you'd like to mention or on this player profile series, or anyone you'd like to thank at this time?
I would say thank you to the Mayport communities. I mean, this whole year has been great for our senior class, and we're just so thankful for them.
Again, that's Rylee Satrom joining us on our 2024 Lions All-Star Basketball Player Profile Series. Rylee, congratulations. We'll see you on the basketball courts in July for the Lions All-Star Series.
Thank you.
On our Lions All-Star Basketball Player Profile Series, we're chatting with Wylee Delorme from Devil's Lake. Wylee, first of all, thanks for taking the time for us. Congratulations on being named to the Lions All-Star team. And what does it mean for you to be selected?
Feels great to be selected in this type of game, to be recognized with these type of players. Feels great. I'm very grateful to be in this position, and I'm just glad that I got selected.
Yeah. Of course, lots of players on the roster, lots of great players from around the state. Anybody in particular that you were excited when you saw that they're going to be on the team?
Especially I saw that Dang got selected, so I'm pretty excited to play with him. Played with him a lot throughout last summer and years past. Another player is Braylon. Braylon kind of gave us the work this season, so it's going to be fun playing next to him. But yeah, I haven't really seen the list yet, but those are the two that I'm excited to play with.
Yeah, Dang from Foreign's going to walk in. Braylon Baldwin there from Grafton, a couple of other region teams in Region 2. And Wylee, a very memorable season, the first title for Devils Lake boys basketball in 99 years. I'm sure that's got to be up there as one of your favorite sports memories. Any others that you count as some of your favorites?
Probably the when we beat West Fargo Cheyenne my junior year, because that kind of sparked my junior season that we can actually like compete with others. But beating them felt really great.
Kind of
And
your what do
obviously,
you say your start to the run to the championship.
yeah, just beating them gave us the spark to know that coming next year we were getting a change, and we were going to be probably valued as one of the better teams in Class A basketball, which really felt really good coming into my senior year.
Yeah, absolutely. You've had some great head coaches, including Coach Brodina there. What have you learned from him and any of the other coaches, even from young Wylee up until now?
Well, they always believed in what I can do and bring to the court. They put a lot of trust into what I can do, and they gave me the trust to be the number one guy on my team, and I took that. And obviously, the help with my other teammates, they put trust into me. But sorry.
No, that's all right. All good things, and I'm sure you learned a lot for what's going to prepare you next to your journey. I believe you signed with the University of Mary to play basketball for the Marauders. What else led to that college decision, and what do you plan on studying?
Leading to the decision, Jack brought me on my first visit there, and it felt like home. It felt like the right place to go to play collegiate basketball. So that's why I picked there. And right now I'm undecided for what I'm going to study for. Just going day by day.
Yeah, sometimes that's the right way to take it. And maybe you'll get some insight from your coursework at Devils Lake. What were your favorite classes or favorite academic things here at Devils Lake?
Probably one of the best classes I took here was my marketing class junior year. I had a really fun time being in that class. And it's like with one of my favorite teachers, Mr. Bitts. But yeah, it's definitely my marketing class.
Yeah, awesome. And take us a little bit of insight of who you are as far as when it comes to the games. Do you have any pregame food you have to eat, music on the playlist, any rituals or traditions you have before a game?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely before a game, I usually go to Subway and get the Philly cheesesteak. It's usually what me and Parker do all the time before a game. And I usually put my playlist on, usually like Lil Baby or something, get me pumped up for the game.
Absolutely. Your advice to the future Devils Lake Firebirds?
Just always keep your head up and keep playing hard no matter what the circumstances. If you're losing or winning, just keep your head up and play hard.
And do you have a player maybe on your own team or on another team you've competed with, or even someone you looked up to as a freshman at Devils Lake possibly, or even a collegiate or professional player? Is there any player that you would love to play the game of basketball with, at least one game?
One game? That's an easy answer. easy answer would be Grant Nelson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to play with Grant. Just watching him when I was younger, he was just an unbelievable player and he was unstoppable. And even now.
And he's had a heck of a career, first at NDSU and now at Alabama, including a run to the Final Four. So quite a good accomplishment there. And I'm sure it tells you that you can go that far as well.
Yeah, just building steps, working my way up here.
Absolutely. Wylee, anyone else you'd like to thank for getting to this point, or anything else you'd like to mention here in the player profiles?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my coaching staff throughout all the years. They just put a lot of time into what we did. And I'd like to thank my teammates, Parker, Oliver, Bo, Drew, Joel, like everybody that was on the varsity level that was with me throughout my whole career. I'd just like to thank them for working out, making me work harder. Obviously I'd like to thank my community, my teachers, everyone at this school. It's been a good ride and no better way of taking it out as a state champ. Obviously my parents too.
Absolutely.
For putting time.
That's Wylee Delorme from Devil's Lake, a member of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on our player profiles. And Wylee, thanks for the time again. Congratulations, and we'll see you on the court in July.
Thank you.